Hi guys, hope you are all well. Welcome to a new video. Now this video is a new moon in Cancer, which is happening on the 17th of July 2023, and it's at 24 degrees. So any of the cardinal signs, which is Cancer, Aries, Capricorn and Libra, you're going to be feeling this. If you're at 19 to 29 degrees, you'll be feeling this. If you are water, it's going to be trining you. If you are earth, it's going to be sextiling you. But the cardinal signs will be feeling it the most. You're going to be opposed and squared. This Cancer new moon, you know, every year we come home to mum or dad. We come home to emotions before we go into fire. The 17 of this is in the tarot is the star card. And the star card is a card of hope, prosperity. It could also be a bit of dodginess as well, in terms of like changing too much. It could be theft. It could be, remember, it's Uranus as well, but we're dealing with the star here. It could be you dreaming of something and you're not really clear of what's going on. Or, you know, on a positive, you're dreaming of things and it actually does come true. The multitude of themes that goes on with the star card. Obviously, if we're going to like the higher realms of this, it's a very positive time. Also, during this new moon, we have the nodes changing in Aries and Libra. So that's definitely going to be activated. It can be easy for some, but it's not going to be easy for all. And yeah, I mean, I look forward to every moon. But I wonder if any of you guys are feeling pretty tired. It's always like things start to get really tiring during like June and July. And maybe because it's Cancer season, it's the moon time. With this new moon, we have the opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. So, of course, a lot of us can feel that there's like this power shifts, power plays. There are going to be stuff that's going to be unearthed. We can feel moody. We can feel emotionally volatile. We can feel like things are not said. We could also feel that, especially when it comes to our emotions and our relationships, it could be people that are really close to us. It could be a mother figure. It could be our friends. It could be neighbors. It could be definitely people closer to us. But on a personal level, emotionally, we could feel like there's stuff that we're not dealing with that we just keep burying. And it's time to really come up. Because Capricorns is at the last degree, like 28, 29 degrees. And with this new moon there, it's like, it's really time to work with it. So things can feel quite dark. Some of us could actually feel quite down. There could be depression. There could be again, burying. Also on the shadow side as well, there could be a source of like manipulation, lies, secrets as well that could be buried. But I feel that with this new moon, it could also definitely come to the surface. So that's like one of the big ones, the big guns that's happening this new moon. What can help with this new moon is that we've got Uranus and Neptune involved, which gives us this sort of like enlightenment that it could be some shocks. Like I said, things that are hidden will come to the surface. So with Uranus and Neptune there, it's like we can have this sort of, again, I've got many favorite words, lots of like eureka moments. Things coming up, we're bringing things up to the surface. Again, could be shocking. Some of us may not be shocked. We could have definitely a huge relief of like, I'm so glad this actually came out. We could also feel that, you know, and I'm picking a lot of this up more to do with like family. If I'm being, I'm picking more, because remember, this is Cancer we're dealing with. It could be like friends that you consider family, or, you know, people that you consider family. But definitely secrets coming up, but things come out straight into the open. But also, again, like I said before, I feel some of us could, our mind and our emotions could switch. It could be like moody one minute, and also excited the next. And it's just like quiet the next. You know, and also with Neptune being there, it's giving us this sort of psychic download of what's to come, how we're feeling, really getting in touch with our emotions, really getting in touch with our senses. Okay, so it can really help these two energies, even though they're different energies. I've picked out a tarot card, and the card I got is the Queen of Cups, which is actually a Cancer card. And the Queen of Cups is about us really, again, getting in touch with our emotions. There's sort of like a bit of a toughness that comes with this as well. It's emotional, so I feel a lot of us will very much be within our emotions, very much be within our being very much in our emotions, being in our feelings, but also being willing to open up when need be. And it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but the Queen of Cups is just asking us to, share our thoughts and our worries and our concerns with people that are close to us. Some of you may even want to talk to people that are like strangers. Remember, this is Uranus, and anything can definitely happen. But yeah, so just like, we're being guided to like open up, or try to open up and share our concerns and worries, and know that, the past is the past, and anything that, we are concerned about is time that we have to try and move forward. This card is also saying like a new beginning coming for us emotions, like a new fresh start. We're going to be cleaning that slate and trying to start fresh and renew ourselves. Cancer is a sign, because it's a fourth house. Cancer is a sign that is about self-care. Cancers are very good at taking care of the self first. Remember, it's cardinal. So also this card is saying, try to concentrate on really trying to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. If you're feeling that you want to be by yourself as well, it might even be better under this new moon. Remember, this new moon, it carries on till next year, especially if it's hitting you like 19 to 29 degrees. You're going to be feeling, some of you can be feeling this throughout the whole year, This new moon is bringing up about themes to definitely to do with family, like new additions to the family, moving, and because some of you will be moving, some of you, again, addition, some of you will be bringing new family members in, some of you may be renovating, some of you may be, again, moving, building a bigger house, downsizing, taking care of like your parents. If any of you who are busy, you'd be starting like a new business, a home business. There's lots of changes that are happening with this new moon, especially with the Queen of Cups messages that is coming through as well. But yeah, it's an emotional time, but there are some changes that are coming that's really important under this time. When it comes to the essential oils, Cancer, any water moons are never easy for a lot of us. So even though I use my trusty lavender, under the guise of this emotions, you may feel that your energy is down. So essential oils that I plan to use, especially if I remember to, I'm not too busy, is like lime, of course lavender, but lime, lemon, citrusy oils that gives me lots of energy, vitality. These oils are really great for positive change as well. It helps boost your morale, helps boost positivity. Because, sometimes when you're down or feeling down and out, you could feel quite negative. You feel very much in your emotions. You could, you just feel in a funk. But these essential oils are really good for it. So any citrus oils will be really great under this new moon. Okay. So guys, that was my 2 cents worth on this new moon in Cancer. And now let's get to the signs. So let's start off with the signs, and let's start off with Aries. How are you? Welcome to your new moon in Cancer. So this new moon is in your 4th house, which the moon rules. You have activities that are happening in your 10th house, your career house, your money situation, your 2nd house, and also your 12th house. So you Aries could definitely feel, because you're going to be affected by this, because if you're 19 to 29 degrees of any cardinal sign, you'll feel it, and you're one of them. So I feel that some of you Aries might feel a bit of irritation that's coming up. Irritation to do with home. I feel there's going to be some power struggles that could be happening with your home life and your work life. Striking that home and work life balance will not come easy. I feel that whenever there's a moon in like water signs, a lot of you Aries are just not really feeling it, because it feels like your energy is dipping, and more so than ever. There can definitely be some struggles that come up within the home life when it comes to your home, like decorating, moving. There could be a lot of moving going on. You may decide you want to move home. So it could be contractors, anything to do with leases, but also, you know, or it could be like your home life is quite great, but then there's stuff that's happening at work with it. It could be a new boss, like promotions, like some of you may have felt that, you know, you're getting like a new promotion, but then, you know, you get your contract and like the contract is not saying what your self-worth is going to be. You know, your money situation can definitely feel very up and down. You could be spending a lot. You know, if you've got like a new addition to the family, you could be spending, overspending. There could be money coming and going. What this new moon is also saying for me, for you as well, Aries, is that again, I got so much favorite words. It's like having that downtime to listen to spirit, listen to yourself, try to relax, rest, or, you know, spending more time with family, because outside influences can really disrupt what's going on within. So yes, especially with Neptune in your 12th as well, this can dredge up so many hurts and feelings. So yeah, having that downtime, this is very much an irritating new moon for you. So the card you got is the Judgment card. So there's stuff that's going to be coming out. There's going to be stuff that you're going to hear about, see about. I feel that the truth will come out as well. If you feel that you're not getting your basically self-worth, or if there's any like dodgy dealings within your job, your boss, or even anything going on within the home, like if, you know, especially if you do contractors and anything, all of this will come out for you to deal with, for you to rectify. This card is pretty much a powerful card. It's a card that is very much, things are coming out into the open. It's very much an awakening. So you may be definitely awakening to like the fact of truth. So, and some of it could be very shocking as well. But I do feel that there's going to be secrets that come out, or things that you never saw is now coming out into the open. And it's definitely to do with like the home and also the work life and also your money. Hello, Taurus. So this new moon in Cancer is in your 3rd house. Okay. So any of you Tauruses who are especially going to the end, 19 to 29 degrees, you're going to really benefit. This is going to be sextiling you, all the earth signs and all the water signs as well. Very much sextile and trines you. So this is in your 3rd house. Then you have action, with which is in your higher learning, your belief system. You know, you've got your trine to Uranus in your sign and also Neptune in your 11th. This is happy-go-lucky for a lot of you Tauruses. You Tauruses are definitely on a roll. You know, you've got Jupiter that's in your sign. And this new moon is going to be open up a whole new world to you. Like, especially with your mind, what you're saying, what you're speaking. It's very much a bit of like a psychic new moon. So it's showing me, Taurus, is that whatever you're wishing or thinking, is, you know, you may write it down or even say it, it can happen. So it's like, you know, sort of like being careful what you say, be careful what you wish for. Because a lot of these manifestations can manifest greatly as well. Some, there can be some shocks along the way. Okay, these are the things that happen. But I do feel it's brilliant. It's a brilliant time to be connecting with new friends. It might be very much a busy summer, connecting with friends. going to like barbecues, neighbours. You may find you're a bit of the star of the show, obviously along with Cancer. There could also be a lot more open communication in terms of emotional communication, emotional stuff, there could be definitely secrets that come out. You could be sharing it, or your friends, or even your neighbours, even your siblings. Or you could be revealing a secret as well, Taurus, okay? Yes, new friends can definitely come. New friends, it could be old friends as well. You could be definitely doing some short distance travel. Your mind is very open now, Taurus. So the card that you have is, ooh, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Lots, you're a Pentacle sign anyway. So you're all about the money. Yeah, so Seven of Pentacles is saying, you're obviously, I feel that a lot of you are going on a journey. I feel a lot of you are going to be sorting out some, because it's going to be a very busy summer for a lot of you Tauruses. I feel that you are, of course, this is a new beginning. There's going to be there's lots of like rewards coming to you guys. And even like what I said in the beginning about manifesting, the Seven of Pentacles is very much a card that is of new beginnings, and it's also about being cautious with your dealings. Be cautious of what you're signing, any type of documents, being cautious of who you're hanging around with, because of course, Tauruses, new people can come into your life now. So yes, but I do feel some of you Tauruses who are very, very cautious. You're being very, you're really thinking about things that come into your life now. But yes, very busy time, and it also could be very lucrative time for a lot of you Tauruses. You're going to be getting so many downloads. Just pick carefully. Gemini, this Cancer new moon is in your second house of money, self-esteem, and, self-worth. You have a lot of money. I was going to say money issues, but a lot of it's to do with money. Coming and going, spying and saving, and especially with the opposition in your 8th house as well. You could find it can be, because whenever we talk about Pluto, it's always to do with like power struggles and also going within, going deeper. So this is going to be about your shared resources, whether you are spending too much or not paying, or you got debts and loans, or other people owe you money. There could be some manipulation that goes along that way as well, especially with your joint finances, but also people who owe, you owe, all of that. They can be bringing up some fears along the way that comes with this. You Geminis are going to be doing some deep soul searching with this new moon. Deep soul searching. You got Uranus in your 12th, and you got Neptune in your 10th. So the soul searching is going to be real. You're going to be having some fruitful moments that conjures up these, our spirits talking to me, but it's more like conjuring up things that you are not privy to, things that you have, that's probably gone behind the scenes, behind the back burner. It's going to be all coming up now. And I feel that you're going to be seeing how much money you're earning, how much money you're spending, with your partner as well. You're going to have this huge realization about, okay, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that, and I am happy with this, I'm happy with that. But yeah, money this summer, especially this new moon, is of the main source of your concern. So the card you have is the Nine of Wands. And you're coming to an end. Whenever we see 9, it's like an end of a journey. It could be end of a passion, end of a skill. But, again, I feel that you, with a lot of signs, are coming to this, realization. This card is also showing that there's going to be some hard work that you're going to have to put in Because whenever money is concerned, Geminis, it is about self-esteem and self-worth, but it is also about healing. It's also about figuring things out. It's also about, it brings up fears. And I feel that it's time to be really trying to release those fears in a positive way, not in a way that we're used to doing all the time. So that's what this Nine of Wands card is saying. It's about, you know, being fearful, not being fearful, being not burying anything under the carpet, brushing it away. Be strong and also be independent, because things will definitely work out. But things just have to be more in order now. Whether, again, like I said, whether you are paying off, whether you owed or you owe, whether you're spending, saving, there's things that are going to be having to be worked out now. And hello, the star of the show, my Cancer. Welcome to your new moon. And, you know, you're ruled by the moon. So if you are like the last degrees of Cancer, 1929 degrees, you are definitely going to be feeling this. So, my Cancer, you know, you're the moon person. You're going to be feeling, I wonder if any of you Cancer are feeling very tired at the moment, if you're feeling quite lethargic, if you are, you know, being busy with family, home, if you are, I don't know, some of you I feel are really busy with family at the moment, but also busy with your commitments, with your career. You know, your family could actually be your career, or you could have like a home business. You know, you could have new additions to the family, or you are, you know, your children could be leaving, or you could be renovating. That's what this new moon is actually bringing up for me, for a lot of you. Especially with the opposition to Pluto in your 7th house. This is about power struggles that's coming within your relationships. You may be maybe gung-ho, or maybe being like overly possessive of how things should be. You know, it could be being overpossessed with family members, or even like your children, even your partner, or they could be doing that to you. This could make a lot of you feel extra moody. Some of you could actually feel quite volatile, emotionally volatile with this new moon. But it's about the self. It's about your physical appearance. So a lot of you could be changing that. But change it for yourself, not for your partner or any of your friends. Really change it for yourself. The fact that you've got like Uranus and Neptune within your 9th house and your 11th house. You know, I feel that friends could give you some deep insights. They could be giving you some downloads. You as well could be meeting new friends this summer. It could actually be a very, very busy summer for you Cancers. I feel some of you are actually looking for an adventure. Really looking for an adventure. You want something, not necessarily you want something different, but something different's going to be coming. And it could be you working on a new goal, a new passion project. How you're thinking and believing is very different. You could be watching, I don't know, Sex and the City, for instance, and you just get this eureka moment, like, oh, you know, I can write a book, or I can do something creative, or I'm gonna learn a new course or a new language. You know, Neptune being in your 9th house does bring up, you know, it can bring up a sort of sense of like delusion. It can also bring up a sense of, again, like you're connecting more to your emotional senses of the higher realm. So don't be surprised if a lot of you Cancers decide you want to be a priest or a nun, or you want to go traveling. You may do it on a whim, especially Uranus being in your 11th as well. But also new people coming into your life and new goals and new friends. This could really change your life, Cancers. So the card that you have is, oh, what's this? You got the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is never an easy card. It's a card of losses. I feel this more, because like I said, I feel that there's going to be new people coming into your life, and there's issues to do with like your relationship. That could like be like a break from a relationship. It could be you initiating it because you got a new lease of life, or it could be like a new friendship, or you could be deciding that what you're studying or what you're thinking of doing, it could just be like it's no longer serving you. So you may want to break away from that. That could still feel, some of you Cancers feeling quite sad and a bit lonely, a bit like you're not really sure where you're going. But this new moon is very positive, even though you have this opposition to Pluto. It is making you go deeper into yourself. It is bringing out like certain like power manipulation, and you are seeing a lot of that. But I feel that because Uranus and Neptune is helping you, it's going to like sort of steer you into a great way. So there can be some losses on like the personal front, but on the other hand, you'll be gaining more. So I feel that this card is just saying that, you know, there's can be definitely some losses, but you'll also be gaining. So happy new moon to you, Cancer. Hello, Leo. How are you? So Leo, this new moon is in your 12th house, a house that's very hidden, very private, a house of losses, a house of relaxing, sleep, dreams, a house that is, it's a Pisces, you know, it's a 12th house, it's a hidden house, it's a house that we just want to relax and chill. Never easy, especially coming up to your birthday season. But, you know, sometimes we just need to relax before we just shine. That's what this new moon is saying. You have the opposition in your 6th. So I feel that you've got the 6th and the 12th house action happening. So this is about your health and your wellness, pets, job. So I feel that some of you will definitely probably be, even though you're going to be, some of you can be quite hidden, you'll be doing like the work, like putting the work into, I'm picking up for a lot of you Leos that you're going to be really taking care of yourself, because you know you have the Venus retrograde that's coming, and also the nodes that are happening as well. So I feel that you guys are like, okay, even though I have this sort of downtime, I'm gonna like sort of like make sure I'm on point, taking care of like what I'm eating, taking care of, you know, my fitness. You know, you could be there could be some plans that are coming, but also there may be a bit of an obsession that comes with it. So just be mindful, Leos. Because the 12th and 6th house are never easy houses. So just be mindful, like listen to your body, listen to your heart, mind, body and soul. Don't push yourself. Know when to go and know when to slow down. I can see a lot of you, some of you reading more. There could be some emotional hurts that come up for you to like really look at and see through. But also, there could be changes within the job. There could be, like, it definitely could be to do with people that you're working with. Like, if someone's being bossy and that, I feel that you know, certain things will be called out. You know, there definitely could be changes within your job. And, you know, with Uranus in your 10th house, again, career changes that are happening. These career changes could be you could just be having this psychic moment, Leos, about, oh, I wish you had a new boss, or I wonder if the boss is going to leave, or I wonder if there's going to be changes at work. And all of a sudden you're getting like work emails about, okay, there's changes happening. Some of you may need to like do a course, or some of you have been promoted. Do you know what I mean? So it's very much a psychic, especially with Neptune in your 8th, very much a psychic time. Some of you may go overboard. You know, you may be overthinking, over-believing. This can border on the obsessive, again, like I said. So just be mindful of that. Especially with Neptune in the 8th. So yeah. So the card that you have, my Leos, is you got the Knight of Swords. So again, like I said, messages are coming thick and fast. It could be from someone that's younger in your workplace, or yeah, but regardless, there's some messages that are coming, and it may be a case of you having to respond very quickly. Your schedules may change as well, but some of you may just want to really take it easy. So I feel that, again, like I said, listen to your body, listen to your spiritual self. You know, do what you can for the day, but also making sure you're resting, because this will give you enough energy to tackle the day. Again, even though it is a 12th house, it still feels pretty busy when it comes to like the work front. So if you guys want to be doing, I don't know, something, your passion project or something, work is going to take more precedence. So make sure all of that is gone, and then you can just relax and dream. Hello Virgo, how are you? So Virgo, this new moon is in your 11th house, great house. You're really going to benefit from this because it's going to sextile you. So for you Virgos, 11th house action, great time for you to be meeting up with friends. I was going to say neighbors, it could be neighbors. Going out there, working on, you know, any projects or skills. Changing up in a way, changing up your routine, but also your goals could be changing this summer, Virgos, for the better. I know that you've got Neptune in your 7th, which can bring this sort of like delusion with your relationships, but still, it's going to be for all the like the earth and water signs, beautiful summertime. Remember, this new moon is about making it work because it's a cardinal moon. So anything cardinal is like a new beginning. It's going to happen till next year. So if you have like something you want to do with friends, or you want to go out there and meet new friends, now is that time to be doing it, Virgos. Don't let no stone unturned. Really go for it. And obviously you've got the opposition in your 5th. So you may find that, you know, what you want with your friends or with your new people in your life or new associates, it may be this obviously push and pull with getting down to what you need to do, but also having fun with your children, or having fun with your partner, or even dating. So you could feel very conflicted, very much conflicted. You could also feel, Virgos, that some of your friends may be putting you on a bit of a guilt trip, or even like people you're dating putting a bit of a guilt trip, like, oh, you're supposed to do this and you're not doing that, so you might be feeling guilty. So balance obviously is key, but even though it's opposition, it's still not bad. It's also great, but you got like your beliefs are changing. Your beliefs are changing on how you view your, like, could be like life skills, or what you see for your future, even like your relationship as well. Again, sudden flashes of brilliance and insights can definitely come. You know, you could be watching or reading or studying, and like, it's like, this is not what you want to do. This is not who you want to be with. These are like the people that you should be hanging with or not hanging with, or because the 11th house is about gains. So you can be gaining a lot of knowledge, gaining a lot of friends, gaining a lot of wisdom. Okay, it's a very fun new moon for you Virgos. So the card you have is the 8 of Pentacles. That are very hard working. And this is actually a Virgo card because Earth. So I feel that you're going to be putting a lot of work in this summer. And of course, it can carry through to next year. So, yeah, it's not even like work, like hard work. It's more like work that you're gaining through something you're great at, through people, through a creative project. And this definitely can bring in financial rewards and financial benefits. Just try not to make no one guilt trip you. If your type of fun is work, but you need to sort of course, have that sort of like let your hair down as well. Where people, if there's people that you're surrounding yourself with, Virgo, that think you're boring because you're not getting drunk and all that, maybe they're not for you. Okay, so I feel that you will see who your people is and who it's not. Because this new moon could also feel pretty ambitious time, Virgos. This new moon is like seeing that who you surround yourself with now, it can benefit you in the long run for a very long time. But really see them. Remember, Neptune's in your 7th. Okay, Neptune's about open enemies. So really see them for who they are, because you don't want to leave it too late. But all in all, it's a great new moon for you. Libra. So this is going to be hitting you if you're, again, of 19 to 29 degrees. This is in your 10th house of career. And you got, like Aries, some in energies that's happened within your home. So a lot of you Libras can be feeling, remember this is all about feeling this new moon, very ambitious. You may want to be, some of you may be so ambitious that you want to, of course, climb to the top of the mountain. Okay, this is the house that we're going to be seen in. A lot of you could be promoted. I'm not going to say demoted. I always think of that, but yeah, a lot of you could get really promoted, a new job. Your change of status will change. Some of you could get married. Yes, some of you could get divorced, but your status is really changing, especially on the work front, especially on the career front. There could be definitely changes with a person that is higher up as well. Could be a father figure. Of course, your home life is calling you. So there could be stuff that's gone on in the home. Could be to do with your partner. Like, you need to fix this, needs to be fixed. You could be moving. So there's obviously money being put into home and into family. Again, like I said in the beginning, some of you definitely, there could be this energy of that, you know, there's a new addition to the family, or people moving in, people moving out. You could be upgrading or even downsizing, spending more time with family. You could be finding out some secrets. There could be drama and arguments as well. Definitely power plays. You also could find that if you know, how can I put this? If you were like dominated in some way, Libra, you know, you're going to put a stop to it. It could be dominated by your parents, mum, dad, someone that is close to you. If you're feeling it could even be your partner. If you felt that you're really dominated, this can bring out a whole can of worms. Especially if Uranus in your 8th and you've got Neptune in your 6th as well. This is going to be seeing you. I just feel for you, it's just like, you know, there's a lot of things. I think for all the cardinal signs, a lot of stuff that's coming out into the open for you guys to deal with. You guys, you'll be more organized more than ever, Libra. And yeah, and also a lot of this can be very emotional, because not only because this is a very busy time in terms of your career, this is also a time that emotional wounds come to the surface. And yes, it definitely could be concerned with your career, like you didn't get like the job you wanted or promotion you wanted, or there was like underlying tension happening with people you work with or even a boss. And this new moon could actually highlight where you're feeling quite inadequate and where your power lies and who you're putting your power into. So there's very much a lot to deal with here, Libra. Okay. But on the other hand, I do feel that you guys will obviously rise like the phoenix from it to get yourself organized. If you're one of those quiet Librans that hides, you'll be pushing yourself out now to the forefront. So the card that you have, Libra, is the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a Queen of Pentacles in your life. It could be a boss, or even you could be embodying it, or could be the Queen of Pentacles. So this is like a very serious time. It's like a time of, it's sort of like do or die. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to make this headway now. You're actually transforming. Even though this does square you, you are being transformed as we speak, Libra. And there is no time like the present. If there's something you want, you're not going to be afraid to go for it. If you know you're better than, you know, don't be afraid to change. The Queen of Pentacles is saying, because this is a card that is it's very much a Capricorn card. And the fact that the 10th house is a Capricorn house is like, some of you may be quite ruthless in your dealings as well, especially if there's underlying manipulation or tension and you didn't see it. So I feel that whatever you're seeing, especially in terms of your career or even your home life, you're going to be nip it in the bud. Okay, so there's big changes coming for you. Hello, Scorpio. So you're going to benefit from this new moon because it's in your 9th house. You know, you got the opposition in your 3rd. So I feel a lot of you Scorpios may be running away with your mouth. Not in a bad way. It's just that it's like there's something you need to say and you're not going to be afraid to say it. And you could be saying it to a mentor. You could be saying it to your siblings, something to your neighbors. I feel that there's a lot of things, because the fact that you're ruled by Pluto, there's something that you're going to be seeing and you're not going to be afraid to say it. And of course it can ruffle feathers, but your belief systems are so tight now. It's just like, I'm going to say it, I'm going to be doing it. Okay. This is actually a great new moon to be studying, a new course of study, whether it's in college or at home. You could be doing it with a group of friends. A lot of you could definitely be learning like a new language, you know, start reading spiritual books, manifestations, learning much more about spirituality. It's a very busy moon for you. You know, you got a lot of good transits that's happening. And even the aspects are working in your favor. You know, you got Neptune in your 5th, and you got Uranus in your 7th. Obviously, it does oppose you, but yeah, I feel that you might be feeling a lot more mouthy now, a lot more confident, especially you quiet Scorpions. And again, you're going to be getting certain downloads. It could be from your partner. Some of you actually may want to break away because you want to have a bit more fun. You may not want to be studying something that's mundane, or you just want to do it because it feels like it will benefit you some shape or form for the long run. You know, and you could be doing it with friends, and it's actually great if you're doing it with a partner or... But yeah, it's again, this is a very busy summer. It's a busy summer for everyone, but it's very different. But you may be going here, there, and everywhere, like but there can be a little bit of frustration because you may have to travel, whether it's short or long distance, and there could be some delays that happen. So try and, you know, your temper might just run away with you. You might just say things off the cuff, and it just, yeah, it causes a lot of drama. But I feel that if you got something to say, especially if it's like you're speaking your truth, just say it, because there's nothing worse than hiding and something needs to be said. So the card you got is the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands, whenever we see this card, it's very like, it's about hard work. It's a Sagittarius card. It's Saturn in Sag, and it's like you have to put a lot of work in. Some of you may feel you have to put a lot of work in, not to be quiet. But again, I feel a lot of you, because this is like the 3rd and 9th house. These are busy houses. There's a lot of excitement in the year, Scorpio. So really choose wisely what you want to study or learn, who you want to surround yourself with, hang with, where you want to travel, because you may be shocking yourself and just jumping from one thing to the other, and who you want to have fun with as well. And if you're spending more time with your partner, there's a lot going on here. You may have to work very hard to be keeping on the straight and narrow, because it's a case of, oh, I'm going to do this, and after, oh, that comes and this comes, and so you could be very much easily distracted. So this card is just saying you just have to probably just work a bit harder to stay on course in whatever you're going to be doing during this busy new moon period. So yeah, let me know how it goes, Scorpio. Hello, Saggies. So this new moon is in your 8th house. A big house, emotional house, a scorpionic house. Deep, dark. This is a house where it's connecting to your, I was going to say goals and dreams. That could be one, but it's connecting to your finances. Like Gemini, we got this money action going on. Power plays, spending, saving, who's earning more, who's getting less, and there could be a lot of that type of drama happening. This does, like, Queen Conks you, doesn't really, you know, Queen Conks is like, you know, it doesn't really, you know, it can be an irritating time. So you might find that you have to pay off debts and loans and really save your money. Some of you may find that you're overspending, or some of you may find that you are being greedy, a bit selfish. Remember, we're dealing with Pluto here, yeah? We're dealing with manipulation here. We're dealing with all the dark stuff. But on the bright stuff is like, you know, money could be paid back to you. Be working on earning more. This is with like your self-esteem, your self-worth, but also money in general, finances. Again, like all the signs, very busy period. Yeah, you may be finding your head down a lot. You're putting your head down a lot to be sorting anything out. And it's definitely to do with your partnerships, who you're sharing money with. Banks, loans and debts. And so you could find this very irritating, Saggies. You got themes that are to do with like your home life, and also when it comes to being organized, your sixth house. So if you feel like you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, the way to start, you know, Neptune in your fourth and, you know, Uranus in your sixth is giving you this, you know, it's time to think, sit down, especially connecting more to family, connecting more to home, and just trying to work through organizing yourself, you know, really taking care of yourself, taking care of your health and wellness, anything to do with pets. Definitely family can play a big role for a lot of you Sagittarians. Will just actually help try and balance things out. And don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Because again, lots of favorite words, two heads are better than one. The card you got is the Death card, which is actually a Scorpio card, which is ruled by the 8th house. So whatever, it's like saying whatever you did before is no longer working. So it's time to change course. You are ruled by, you're mutable, so you don't mind changes, but you may find this time that you've always done it this way, so now I'm going to just continue. And if you've asked for a loan, or if you've asked for something back, or you've done it in a certain way, but now it's no longer working. So, and also this, remember, we're dealing with the 8th house here and the 2nd house. So it's like you may be holding on to a theme of when it's concerning your finances. So, you know, if you say, even if you're like with this bank, or if you're with this loan company, or you're anything like that, it's like it's time to change course, because, you know, what it's out of the old and in with the new. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. Okay, so yes, the fact you got the Death card is like you're being transformed in a way that is pretty uncomfortable. Okay, but in the end, things work out. Okay. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? So you're going to feel this, okay, because you're cardinal. This is in your 7th house. And you have the fact that you've got Pluto in your 1st house is going to be bringing up a lot of themes. And it could be from 15 years ago, okay, since Pluto has been in your sign. Themes to do with your relationships, okay? So there can be relationships that come to a close. There could be relationships that start fresh and brand new. But also there could be themes of like, who is controlling who is not budging, who is being stale and stagnated, who is not opening up. Okay, this is also to do with like yourself. I feel a lot of you may be doing some deep soul search and looking within yourself. Like, how have I treated my partner? How have I treated my physical self? How have I treated people that are close to me? How have I treated people that work for me? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel some Capricorns there's certain things that will come to a close, not just relationships, but it could be a business contract. It could also be a partnership in general. Okay, because like, you know, 15 years is a long time, but sometimes people change. It could be you changing too. So a lot of physical things happening within you, but also with your relationships too. And, you know, I feel what's helping you, because it can be deep and intense. I'm not going to lie, Capricorns, but what can actually help you is your 5th and your 3rd house. And this can actually lighten the load. It can actually make you, you know, because this new moon can bring up very much a powerful, ambitious time. And you're forgetting, and I think the fifth and the third house is saying you're sort of like forgetting to have fun. You're sort of like not really concentrating not too much on your kids if you have them, or even like your family, or even, you know, having playtime with your partner, or people who you're dating. So your mind is actually being opened up to like possibilities. There's possibilities that are very endless. And it's also saying you don't have to just stick to one thing. You can have sort of like many things, but it also, with Neptune in your third, it does cause a bit of confusion, but it also causes spiritual downloads. So Capricorns, a lot can come up. A lot can be too intense. So I would say to you, go into that spiritual realm, especially with Neptune in your third, of, you know, deep breath work, probably reading. I feel that if you are opened and you're reading and you're doing meditation, it could really enlighten you in a huge, major way. And if you are looking to expand yourself in any way, whether it's through dating, you know, whether it's your family, now's that time. Now's that time. This time is about not trying to hold back too much. So the card you got is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is actually a lot of Pentacles action that's happening. A lot of Pentacles actions. It must be, obviously when I looked at the chart, there's a lot of money action happening with this anyway. So it's just about, this card is about, that of course, financial matters, but it's also about you being, it's about being logical. It's also about your spending habits. But also try not to get too, what's the word I'm thinking? Try not to get too caught up in like the material side of things, because the emotional side is coming up even more. This new moon, obviously we're still in that full moon in your sign. So that brought up a lot. You know, a lot of you are shining from that. But with this new moon, it can make a lot of you just go too hard, too fast, too much. But this card asking you to just slow down a bit and not concentrate on too much of that, the material aspect of your being and your feelings, and try and concentrate more on the emotional side. Even though this is Pentacles, it's still like being grounded within your emotions. And this is actually a nice card because it's about cooperation. So again, if you need help with anything, if you need to say anything, anything you need to rebuild within yourself, speaking to friends will help. This is a craftsmanship card. So speaking with your friend just to help you understand your emotions, understand yourself a bit better, that will really benefit you now, Capricorn, especially with the opposition to your first house, because your own self is coming to the fore. So there's a lot of soul searching going on with this new moon for you. Hello, my Aquarius, how are you? So this new moon is in your sixth, and it's bringing up themes to do with, you know, organization skills, your health, your wellness, pets, your work life, organizing. You got the opposition, which is in your 12th house. So like Leos, you lot are going through this emotional stuff. Yeah, you're going through this stuff that is like, got to get back to work, but also got to rest. So you'll be juggling. A lot of you will be working hard, especially before the full moon comes into your sign and a new moon in Leo. A lot of juggling going on. You may feel that you may want to be putting certain things at the back burner and just chilling and relaxing. Nothing wrong in that. I think you should definitely listen to your heart, mind, body and soul. A lot of you may want to be alone. Even though it's a busy summer for everyone, you may want to, you know, you're a sign that likes to work with others. You may surprise yourself and say, you know what, I just want to be alone. I just want to just do, if I'm alone, I'm getting this done, it will be done quicker instead of being around too much people. You may find that you're resting more, relaxing more. You may find that, or trying to, you may find you're napping more as well, because the sixth house is a very busy house. It's a Virgo. And, you know, there could be a lot of stuff that plays up within you. Like, it could be definitely emotional. It could be like, you know, I haven't done this. I'm gonna have to do it now. And it could bring up a lot of anxiety. So rest is key. Okay, you got like the Neptune in your second, and with Uranus in your fourth. So this is bringing up, of course, stuff to do with money, but it's also stuff to do with like family and home. So I feel when you're having that sort of like downtime, you know, investing more with the family, you know, you may even like be spending a bit more time with your family, spending a bit more on the home, investing in things that can actually help you to relax. So it could be candles, could be essential oils, it could be you investing in a probably like a group or association, could be something very, very secret that no one actually knows about. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix and match one for you, but it's a busy one. So the card you got is the Hangman. The Hangman's the Neptune card. Yeah, it's like you're in the now, you're in here, but you're in the now. There could be a lot of confusion happening. This card is a Pisces card, so you just never know what can happen. Again, I will say, like I said to Leo's, having that downtime and trying to relax, breath work, spiritual practices will really help. Spending time with family, only spending what you need to spend. Yeah, it just feels like a very still time, and a hangman is very much, you know, it's hanged. It's like a bit of confusion happening. I don't know where I'm coming or going, and I thought I did this, and actually I got more to do. So the hangman is like, although it's a confusing card, it's a card that's saying when there's nothing to do, just be still. I know it's not going to be easy, but try to be still. So yeah, you're going to find yourself very busy, but also a little bit of confusion happening. Hello, my Pisces. How are you? So you're going to benefit from this, especially if you're 19 to 29 degrees of March. So, Pisces, this is in your 5th house. And you've got the opposition in your 11th. So I think a lot of you Pisces, like I said before, I'm a broken clock. Busy time. You know, it could be hanging with your children, and it could be you revealing something. You could be bringing out a secret, but also having fun in the summer, you know, dressing up, getting your hair out, makeup, you know, being very creative. You know, I can see a lot of you like sort of like traveling as well, like dropping, you know, your kids here, there, and everywhere. And you know, it's like the summer of love. So if you are single, you know, a lot of you Pisces could be like the stars of the show, people coming to you. Obviously, the opposition in your 11th can see that there's friends that might feel that, you know, you're leaving them behind. You're not spending as much time with them. You even like your goals could be like put to the dust. Some of your friends could also be trying to guilt trip you. Could be like emotional manipulation going on. I think if you see that, it's time to sort of like skedaddle from them. I feel some of you may want to make new friends, a bit like Virgo, want to meet new people. Just, you know, just have fun and just hang out. You know, if certain people are not for you, it's a case of, okay, I'll just go with this one. Or I'll just be with this type of group. You know, you got Saturn in your sign, so it's like I'm not gonna leave my creativity. I'm just gonna be doing this instead. You know, especially you got Neptune in your first, and you got Uranus in your third. You know, your mind is expanded. You're gonna be getting a lot of downloads, spiritual, mental, emotional downloads. Possibilities are endless. I can see a lot of you writing more. It's a case of, like Virgo, whatever you write or even speak out to existence. I think it's Taurus. It can actually happen. Where it's financial, creative. It could be about love. It could be something to do with children as well. It could happen. Okay, so it's like, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you write. You know, be careful who you hanging with. But it's very much, remember this, especially like I said, if you're like last degrees of Pisces, this can carry on till next year. So yeah, it's like whatever you're doing now, it's going to carry through. So just be mindful. And it's also a very exciting time. The card you got is the Devil card. And Devil card is about greed. It's a Capricorn card. It's about wanting more, having everything you want, but you still want more, holding on. being chained to like the materialism. Could be about greed, food, clothes, wine, everything. So of course, with this new moon, it's about you're having a lot, you're getting a lot. You probably may want more, but what is more important? Who is more important? You know, you may want to go out with friends, but then, you know, you've got your children to tend to, or, you know, you may want to change course or something, but then you've got this creativity. So it's like you want it all, but what's most important? And it's not about doing it just for money. It's about doing it for the love and passion. Remember, the fifth house is about the love. So I feel like some of you may rediscover a new love of a project or with someone, or may starting to love yourself more. Okay. So I feel it's very exciting time for a lot of you Pisces, but just for the love of it, okay? Because I think once you love something, the money will come, okay? So that's what the devil card is saying. So guys, that was the new moon in Cancer for all of you, all the signs. Thank you guys so much for listening, especially to my full moon in Capricorn. Yes, like I said, this is July. It's going to be pretty, yeah, it's going to be a little bit full on, especially the nodes that are changing. And, you know, we have Venus retrograde, which is in Leo, which is, you know, happening. So, yeah, it's pretty full on. So, yeah, look out for my other videos that are coming, guys. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, leave comments. And once again, thank you for listening. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.